ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدى هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد. My brothers and sisters, indeed, I enjoin upon you and upon myself the fear of Allah Ta'ala. Inshallah, in today's sermon, we will be reminding ourselves of some of the teachings of part of a hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam transmitted by Imam al-Bukhari, where the Prophet sallallahu is saying that تُطْعِمُ الطَّعَامَ وَتَقْرَبُ السَّلَامَ عَلَى مَنْ عَرَفْتَ وَمَنْ لَمْ تَعْرِفْ. In this noble hadith, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is telling us or commanding or enjoining upon us to feed others. It is تُطْعِمُ الطَّعَامَ, feed others, and say salam to those you know and those you don't know. As Muslims, we always try to look for ways to get closer to Allah Ta'ala, no matter the circumstance. And every situation has its benefit. We know the economic state of the country or of the globe as a whole. A lot of people find it difficult, taking care of themselves, taking care of their families, or feeding themselves and feeding their families. And as Muslims, yes, we don't look at just the negative side of it alone, but we also need to what? Check the positive aspect. It's just like zakat. Today they will ask you to give zakat. Time is coming that you will give zakat. You will be looking for those to give zakat. That time is coming. It is not those looking for who to collect zakat from, but those looking for who to give zakat. So situation comes that sometime, yes, it is easy for you to get people to help, for you to get people to what? To feed. But some of those that Allah Ta'ala empowers you to be able to provide or feed today, time may come that they will feed you, or you may even give them, they will tell you they don't need. So that's why when there's any situation come, as a Muslim, try to see how you can take advantage of that situation. We all want Jannah. Allah Ta'ala commanded us that word, وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. He said in that in what will lead you to Jannah, in what will lead you to get in the favor of Allah Ta'ala, those competing should compete. We need to strive. I usually tell us from time to time, it's easy for us to find fault. It's easy for us to know where the problem is. But our biggest challenge is the solution. We don't have solution. Everybody will only tell you what? The problem. But nobody is giving you what? Solution. It's just like even those who say they prophesied or they what? God talks to them or tell them. They will tell you God told them the problem. But God is not according to them. No, see, because according to them, God told them. right? But he's not telling them the solution. You see? So even those who talk who say they are looking at it from spiritual angle, they will only tell you the problem. They will tell you who is behind your problem, who is not allowing you to progress, who is disturbing you. But you are not coming to meet them, and they will tell you this is your problem and this is what? The solution. So everybody is only expert in what? In identifying the problem. But some of our challenges, Allah have given us solutions already. When some don't have, some have. So how to alleviate the problem of those who doesn't have is what? By those who have to what? To support those who doesn't have. People will continue to have problems. And Allah will continue to empower some to be able to solve the problem. When there is some shortage of something somewhere, you will discover that there is excess of it somewhere. That's how Allah designed the world. And it's out of His wisdom, out of His mercy, for us to what? To benefit ourselves. If you don't need, you won't care about me. If I don't need, I don't care about you. If you finish studying your medicine, if I know I'm not sick, I won't fall sick, I won't come to the hospital. Yeah. So all your years in school will become a waste because there's nobody to what? For you to service. If I know I'm not going to fall sick, and I believe I'm okay, if I believe I'm okay, then I will feel it is a waste for me to come and give you my money to check me. Because I believe I'm okay. But because I feel I may think I'm okay, but maybe something is wrong somewhere I didn't know, so I will come for you to check. And the reason why I will come to you to check or check up is because I feel you may have a solution for me. So if it is just to tell me my problem, if there is no solution, it's also a wastage. Because yes, you told me my problem, and you don't have solution for my problem. So what's the point? So also even the hospital is not just for the doctor to tell you your problem. The ultimate reason why you want him to check your problem is because you think you get what? Solution. If there is no solution, it's better you don't even know you have that problem. Yes. As you see, sometimes somebody who will die in the next 5 minutes, he's still moving comfortably. Why? Because he's not aware he is dying. So he will still be working or struggling for what may take him for the next 10 years or 20 years to finish. Why? Because he's still hoping to live up to that. Nobody has medicine for death. And that's why it is better for you don't even know when you are dying. Yes, you will rest. So in essence, as Muslims, we try to take advantage of every situation we find ourselves. If people are hungry, then those of us who have little, we try to share. It does not matter. It doesn't mean you help somebody, you are responsible for his problem. Don't even pray to be responsible for somebody's problem. You pray to be responsible for what? Solution to his problem. And like we say, do your things thinking about what? Your hereafter. Good Muslims, their effort is how they can get the favor of Allah. At all cost. At all what? Cost. That is, their effort is to get Allah's favor at all cost. I was listening to, story of two of our brothers. May Allah bless the two of them. Grant the two of them, inshallah, Allah's mercy in this world and in the hereafter. One was constructing a project, an Islamic project, and he said he wants to do it alone. Nobody should what? Contribute financially. So you see, he wants to get what? Jannah. And he wants to get the whole project what? Done alone. So you see, it is good. You want Jannah. Yes, you see, another person came who is also wealthy, who maybe can also construct the whole project, maybe, and he wanted to contribute. And this one feels he can do it alone. You see, when people want to do good, everybody giving his best. This one is ready to what? To finish. And the other one, he now had that this one has already prepared himself to. If he is wealthy, came with his flashy car and everything, you see, he also wants to share the what? The reward. So as there is no opportunity for him to put down his money, he off his abada and everything and put in his vehicle, and he went to what? Begin to carry the sand and blocks that they are using to work, when he can also pay for the same thing. So because he wants, any, righteous servants of Allah, he's looking for opportunity. He doesn't feel too big to contribute. Yes, he is a rich man. He too can pay those who are working. So as somebody else have taken responsibility of the financial cost, then he feels at least he have what? Allah have given him what? Strength. So righteous servants of Allah, every chance they get, they want to what? To use it. So this, ready with his money, this, now he what? At least if I can use my money, I can use what? My strength. And he off his agbada, and then he didn't behave as a big man. Then he was what? Carrying sand, carrying cement, or whatever they are carrying, just like anybody, for some hours. For him to avoid, because he feels he wants to contribute at all cost. He wants to contribute at all cost. So you also now find a way of making life easier for the people at all cost, so long as it is within the frame of the commandment of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So let's take advantage of the current situation and build Jannah for ourselves, build our hereafter for ourselves. If there are some things we expect the leaders to do, but that also does not free us from our own responsibility. You have your neighbor hungry. Even if it is a cup of gari you can offer, give. Don't neglect it. That cup of gari that you gave your neighbor, he will value it sometime more than 1 million. It's to you that it is nothing. To him is something, because he have nothing at that time. He can't afford that cup, and he is hungry. So my brothers and sisters, indeed, let us not just read the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and just translate them, listen to them, and it does not impact in our lives. You see, for you also not to neglect, no matter how little you have. He now said to you in another clear hadith that ittaqun nar, shield yourself, protect yourself from the hell. He said, walau bi shiqqi tamra, even if it is with half of a date. That is dabino, not one. Half, you have one, half of it. Share it. Shiqqi tamra. It's Omakabi. That's how we call it. Huh? Yes. So don't neglect it. It is something. It's 100 naira you can give. 50 naira, that's what you can afford. Give it. 200, and so on. And we all need to develop this habit of wanting to help one another, wanting to help our communities. Because that attitude that we don't have, when we even think we have little, it makes when we have enough, still our impacts are not felt. Today it is shameful. You can go to a community where you have somebody there who is a multi-billionaire from that village, multi-billionaire, and they will tell you there is no single borehole. Why? Because he's waiting for the government to make the what? To provide the water. Borehole. Because we are not used to giving. If you want to know that when you have enough, you can give, check how you behave now. So like I said, when we talk about giving, the mistake some of us used to make is that we think it is the rich ones only that are told to give. Everybody is told to give. Everybody is encouraged to give as a Muslim. Everyone does within his own capability. Fattaqullaha mastata'tu. Because, be conscious of Allah, or obey Allah, or do what Allah commands you to do within your own what? Ability. If you can give out of 50 naira, then the day you have billions, you cannot give. Because you are usually part of your own attitude, part of your own nature is what? Holding, not releasing. Miserliness, not what? Or stinginess, not what? Generosity. A generous person is generous as rich and generous as poor because it's his nature, it's his character, it's his attitude. He gives out of what he has. Some Sahabas gave sometimes the food they're supposed to eat that time and they go hungry. Today, some of us waste food and we cannot share. That same person is blaming the government. That same person is blaming the rich man. Or that same person is blaming another person. So we need to shift from this blame game. If not, we won't get anywhere. May Allah Ta'ala give us the fortitude to be able to give out of whatever we have. We are not going anywhere with anything. My brothers and sisters indeed. You are not going anywhere with anything. I keep reminding us, whatever Allah gave you is just an opportunity for you to use it and build your hereafter. It's not your own. It's not your own. The money, the power, the position, whatever, the job, anything is not your own. It's just an amana. If you like, use it before the day that you will part with that thing. It must come. Don't waste your time. Your money is just a trust, temporarily. A day will come. Allah will either take the money away, that is, the money may finish before you die, or you will die and the money is remaining. But one must happen. If you want to pray, choose one out of this, but you cannot miss the two. It's not possible. No prayer any alpha will do for you. No prayer any prophet will do for you, any imam will do for you to change out of one of these. It's either the ni'mah Allah gave you will remain while you disappear, that is while you finish, or the ni'mah will finish while you are still what? Alive. It's your choice. But you are not going with anything. Allah says you will come to us alone. You are going to come to us alone, empty-handed, with nothing. The way we created you at what? At the beginning. You came into the world with nothing, and you will also go back exactly the same way. If you die, let them bury you with any car, anything. You didn't go with anything. Because everything they buried you with are not useful for you where you go. Actually, those things are out of the earth. It's just like your body. Your body was out of the earth. So the day they bury your body, it is not you. It's the container. It's the container. I usually tell us this. You real you is your soul. Your body is your container. It's just a container. And that's why the day you die, they don't call that corpse your name anymore. You say we are bathing the corpse. They won't say we are bathing Muhammad. You hardly hear people mentioning your name. When the soul is in your body, where they can keep you, the day the soul goes, they will tell you are not fit for that place. Because that place is meant for those who are alive, not those who are dead. Yes, your bed, you can sleep on. Yes, your bed, you can sleep on. If care is not taking you, die somewhere, somebody is already stealing your wristwatch. The wristwatch in your hand. You know, sometimes accidents happen outside. And you see people, yes, somebody died. Then somebody is removing his wristwatch already because he knows it's not useful for you. It's removing the wristwatch. Some people are buried with some things, and some people dig the grave to pack those things out, to steal those things. If they bury you with gold, they haven't given you anything. Because even before they bury you with that gold, there's gold inside that soil. So that gold was dug from the soil. They only return those ornaments to where they removed them from. So nobody did anything. Nobody added anything to the soil. It's what you remove from it, you are returning inside. Allah said, Minha, even you yourself, your body, Allah have told you that, Minha khalaqnakum, out of it we created you. Wa fiha nu'idukum, into it we are returning you. Wa minha nukhrijukum taratan ukhra, and out of it we will remove you another time. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala give us the fortitude to live our lives as commanded by Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Qul ma tasma'un. Astaghfirullah al-azim al-jalil li wa lakum wa lisa'il muslimin min kulli dhanbin wa khati'atin. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala, amma ba'd. Ibadallah, usikum wa nafsi bi taqwallahi azza wa jalla. Indeed, let us not waste any opportunity given to us by Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. We use it to better our lives. The life here is temporal. The real life is the life of the hereafter. Allah said, He said the hereafter is best and everlasting. Real life is the hereafter, not this life. It's not a place of living. It's a place you come to pass. So don't, plan your life based on the world. Plan your life based on the hereafter. Live in this world thinking about the hereafter more than the world itself. Don't destroy your permanent house because of your temporary house. Don't destroy your permanent life because of your temporary life. The level of suffering we are facing comes as a result of that. The suffering wouldn't get up to this if we have a society where everybody, at least to some extent, is remembering the day he will go back to Allah Ta'ala. Like I do say, it will make the damage we do not to get to this level. So let us collectively, at whatever level, try to see how can we help those around us. How can we make life easier for the people? Allah will only ask you about what you are capable. Allah won't ask you about what you are not capable. If it is one person you can help, don't refuse. If you refuse, Allah will ask you. Sometimes when they say help, to some extent, some of us used to feel that all helps are things that when you don't do them, Allah doesn't ask you. There are some help at certain level, they become compulsory. Some help at certain level, it is not optional. Let's assume somebody is dying, and there's nobody to save that person's life except you. When you refuse that time, Allah will ask you accountable. Because no alternative. That's what we call fardu kifaya. That is, collective obligation. For instance, now, sweeping your, cleaning your place of ibadah is compulsory. On some, today, we are all here praying. Not everybody swept the mosque. Right? Some people swept it. So if all of us refuse to sweep it and we all come to pray in a dirty place, Allah will ask us. All of us. Allah will ask all of us. If a Muslim brother died and the Muslim community, nobody go to perform the janazah, Allah will ask everybody. But when some goes and others refuse to go, Allah will spare those who did not go. Why? Because some people took that responsibility. That's how some helps are. We call it help because sometimes there are people to do. More than one person. So if it goes beyond, if you become the only one who can do that, it becomes mandatory. It is no more help. It is no more optional. Because if you refuse to do, the person won't survive. Then if that person dies, that means it's as a result of what? Negligence. So my brothers and sisters, indeed, let us develop the habit of, giving, helping, supporting others. And I usually remind us of this. The way you relate with other people, that's exactly how Allah relates with you. And when I say exactly, not that He's going to give you equal. His own will give you same type, that is same help, but better than your own. Yes, because Allah doesn't give you equal. He gives you minimum of times 10. Al-Hasana bi-ashri amthaliha. But when you do good, He gives you good. When you do bad, He gives you what? You face the consequence. You want Allah to help you. Faster way, help others. Some of us will say we are not seeing help. And you too don't want to help people. So how will you see help? The Prophet ﷺ said, Wallahu fi awn al-abd. Allah help His servant. On what condition? He said, Madam al-abdu fi awni akhi. So long as his servant help his brothers. You want mercy? Allah said, the Prophet said in the Hadith, Irhamu man fil earth. Show mercy to those on the earth. What will be the reward? He said, Yarhamkum man fis sama. The one in the heaven will show mercy upon you. Be merciless to them. You too will get the same thing. He said in the Hadith, Man la yarham, la yurham. The one who doesn't show mercy, then does not deserve mercy. From who? From Allah. You want Allah to conceal your shortcomings. Conceal the shortcomings of what? Of your brother. He said, Man satara mu'minan, satarahu Allahu fi dunya wal akhirah. If you conceal the shortcoming of a believer, Allah will conceal your own shortcomings in this world and in the hereafter. So what you want, it even works more than dua. It works more than you asking. If you want Allah to help you, the one Allah help faster is not the one who raised his hand and say, I'm asking you. Yes, Allah can grant your dua. But what He has promised you, He said, help, I will help you. So it's a promise. And Allah doesn't fail on His promise. If you pray for another person, angels are created by Allah praying for the same thing for you. The prayer of the angels is more what? Guaranteed than your own. Because it is Allah who created them. And He gave them that assignment, so Allah will not waste their time. He won't create people just to do something and no result. He wouldn't do that. Even we Allah told us that He said, I did not create you for no reason. And I did not leave you unguided. So Allah won't create angels to pray for you and you think the prayer is just nothing. It's something. So if you know what you ask Allah for your brothers, angels are also asking for the same thing for you. What is drawing most of us back is we think more of ourselves, or to some extent, let me say, only about ourselves more than others. You are ready to waste others for you to what? Achieve your goal. And that's why all of us are suffering. You don't wish for others what you wish for yourself. If you want good, you want to be the only one who have it in your community. Yes. Others shouldn't have. If you are doing your business, another person is doing the same business, instead of helping him for his own to grow, your own to grow, you want to what? Kill his own. Yeah. Because you feel when you kill his own, that is what will make what? Your own grow. It's not true. What is not your own, you can't have it. Some of our elders, and our father usually tell us that. He said the food that is not your own, even if you eat it, if you swallow it, you will vomit it. Yes. The food that Allah has not destined is meant for you. Swallow that food, you will vomit it out because it is not meant for you. You know, your eating food doesn't mean you've helped yourself or you've benefited. You have to digest and your body takes it, right? So if it is not meant for you, it may likely harm you. Maybe after you swallow it, then you land at the hospital. Or you can go to your office. Yes, because of one amala that you swallow, or one spoon of rice, then you lost maybe a business of 1 million. because you couldn't go to sign the what? The contracts. May Allah Ta'ala guide us on the right. May He save us from the situation we are in. We pray that Allah Ta'ala, our brothers who have the means, that Allah Ta'ala continue to enrich them, provide them, and those who are having challenges, we pray Allah Ta'ala take them out of the situation. We pray that our leaders, Allah Ta'ala, give them the wisdom and the fortitude to be able to lead us to the appropriate direction. And those on the wrong path, Allah Ta'ala bring them to the path. Our children, Allah Ta'ala make them grow better than we expect to see them. And then our businesses, Allah put barakah into it for us. Our various jobs, Allah Ta'ala put barakah into it for us. Those looking for jobs, Allah Ta'ala give them good job. And those who have in their business, looking for business, Allah Ta'ala direct them towards successful businesses. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. الله عظيم للذكر واشكروه على آلائه ونعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تفعلون. قوموا إلى